3.
Alright, hello and welcome again. We are here to do a little bit of review on some of the attacks on the base. We're again, max resources wouldn't normally be this way, but we're waiting to transition to Townhall level 6. And we've done a few adjustments. We started upgrading this elixir. We've stopped it at this particular level. Let's see, where do we want to put this? Go swap that gold mine out. Move this out. Bam. It's kind of important to keep your buildings close so they can be covered. Alright. We are at max. We have a 6-hour shield courtesy of this gentleman right here. We're going to record, or we're going to go over some of these base attacks that were done. I think we reviewed Snake Eye yesterday. We go ahead and review Snake Eye's attack on our base. He got 114,000 gold, not a much elixir. He was level 27. I think it was Townhall level 7. 5. This is going to be interesting. Can we do a revenge on this guy? Anyways, don't really like the way his base is set up. It looks like he's been attacked, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do any attacks on him. Well, let's review Snake Eye's attack on our base. This is our Townhall level 5 base build out. He drops about 6, maybe 7 giants there. The wall breakers were, interestingly, they popped in north, and here comes my clan castle troops. And they did a really good job eliminating them, just overloaded with barbs. That was kind of weird. He put his giants over by the archer tower and then busted the wall up, north of where they were. Anyways, they're taking a whole lot of damage. Here's the wizard tower and the mortar, and boom! Oops, there it goes my spring trap, which got rid of about 3 or 4 giants. There's hardly any left. He did take that one gold storage out, though. Now he has barbs coming in the other side here. They're going to get dispatched pretty quickly. You'll notice that and he's deployed his clan tactical troops up here. You notice that the infantry tends to go around the base. They don't go on the inside. It's because it's much easier to have the buildings freely available. That's why I have them surrounded the walls. So I'd say they did pretty good on that one. They never really did break, they got in that one wall, but then they stopped because it was so much easier to go around the outside and collect some of the readily resources. So they didn't go through any of the walls and break into the inner compartments, beside the one they blew the wall breakers on. Then of course the giants went down for this archer tower just below the compartment that they broke open, but there was a spring trap there which took 3 of 4 or 3 of 5 of them that were left out. The wizard tower was dumping all kinds of damage on them, and so was the mortar. So I would say that was a successful defense, although we did lose 114,000 resources. He spent 100 level 3 barbarians, archers, giants, 6, 5 wall breakers. I think he might have made a little bit on that one, but he left almost 100,000 of each resource on the table, so I think we fared pretty good. That was kind of an even matchup, same town hall level as us, but again, he didn't even, I didn't think he one-starred us. Yeah, 41% damage, so that was that. I'd say our base fared pretty well on that one. Next attack we're going to review is Seth. We're not going to review this one. This was a revenge match. He was a little upset that we wouldn't take a lot of resources for him. He took off my town hall for me and gave us a 12-hour shield for free. So thank you, Seth. I have since moved the town hall back into the middle of the base. You see it here. I had it outside. I had it way down over here as a way to try to get some shields, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to play it, but I figured I wanted to go after some trophies, so I moved it back in the middle there. It's best to have it in the middle if you're doing trophies, and on the outside if you want to do farming and keep shields up for yourself, because it encourages people to attack your town hall. So let's review the next one up, which is going to be Gladys Vega. We're going to review that attack. He came out with Gladys with 63 barbarians and 7 archers, so pretty sizable. I don't think it was a full size army. Let's go take a look at his base though. He's got a nothing. Okay, so this was the revenge match actually. Yeah. So this was the one that came back at us, because I remember 3-starring that guy's base. Looks like somebody else just went and did it as well. But here's a really good example of you know, how we pretty much bounce off and get nothing out of our base, although he did star it, because you're going to see below I had my town hall outside. I'll show you that really quick. It's down here. It's the first thing he attacks. Bam, bam, bam. There's all of his barbarians. Nothing's reacting. I have it outside the range of the enemies. This is intentional. It's an automatic 12-hour shield when he gets done with that. But he's going to deploy a lot more barbarians, and as we're going to see, they don't really do too well. It's a very solid defense. He dropped an archer over here by this army base to the right. And there they go. And there's more of his barbarians. My clan castle troops come out, start chewing them up. He drops some more archers, and now the mortar's firing. We've got bombs going off. So this is just kind of like not a very good attack. He should have deployed all of his troops at once. He didn't do that. He would have been a little bit more effective with it, although he still would have lost. Never made it inside. Boom. There's the mortar. That's pretty much it. So there were 216,000 gold and 100,000 elixir on the table, and he pulled out 6,000 and 1,000 respectively. Not even worth the cost of his army, actually. So that was the 2 that I wanted to review for this. We got Seth, Snake Eyes, oh, Kokomo. Don't think that we saw that one. We saw Snake Eye. Kokomo is another one I want to review. This one, he comes at us with 7 giants. This is interesting. 2 healers. 10 wizards, 2 wall breakers, and 10 archers. Now, the wizards are kind of squishy, but in this, he does a pretty good job protecting them. But the funny thing is, there's 2 healers in this. This guy is a level 7 town hall. Looks like he just got spaced. Bye-bye. Somebody went through his base. You see he has 2 healers up here. That's really cost ineffective. If you have to run 2 healers, you're probably not doing the healing very good, because that's 60,000 elixir right there. And you can see he barely got 84,000. So between the giants, the wizards, I think his cost was probably closer to 100,000 elixir. And maybe a little bit less, 90. So he didn't even cover his elixir, and the gold that he got was, I mean, this guy just really wasted his time. He could have even lost money on it. Depends on what the level. The healer was a level 1. So everything else is level 2 except for the archers. But that was an expensive army. Let's see what he does against our base. He comes in from the south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the giants break right there, and there goes the healer. He drops the healer in immediately. The wizard's behind him. Then he deploys the wall breakers. I think he came in a little bit late with the wall breakers. They didn't even break through the wall. The giants have to do it later on, but as you can see, he has 2 healers going on in this, and you're going to watch all this damage collect on top of them. All the splash damage is in effect now. We got the wizard tower blowing him down. Here comes clan castle troops, and to be honest, even his 2 healers just could not keep up with the damage that was being done to these guys. There's the spring trap. Yay! Spring trap work. He only has 3 giants left, out of range of the healers, and I just mopped them up pretty fast. He's got a couple wizards down here doing some damage, but they're really not getting into the internals. He did blow through our elixir storage, and they did break through that wall right there, but the healer just can't keep up with the amount of damage that's being done to him, although he did take down the wizard tower. And we're pretty much done here. A couple more mortars and his archers are out. Boom. Boom. So I would say with almost 200 silver on the line and 100,000, well 85,000 elixir on the line, we got off that one pretty good. He did not penetrate very well. He didn't star us, only 41% damage again. And this is a level 7 coming out with a huge Tyrian Junior. Alright, Tyro came at us with 56 archers, 67 barbarians, 6 wall breakers, and 2 healing spells. Guy took off with 90,000 elixir and 60,000 in gold, which is not a bad take, although, yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking his army probably cost him 50,000 elixir, maybe not. So it might have been a successful raid from his point of view, but it wasn't a failure from ours. He did not even 1-star us. Yeah, we had a lot of resources out there to take, but we'll review it. He really didn't do all that well. I think he could have done better. Comes in again from the right side, which seems to be a popular trend. It must be that big elixir storage out there. He leads in with the barbarians, does a pretty good job wiping stuff out, and the wall breakers. I don't know why he broke the wall in 2 different places. It's the same wall, buddy. But let's see, our mortar starts to do some splash damage. We have a lot of bombs going down around the lower side of the screen here. There goes one right there. Boom. Okay, knocked them all back. He put a lot of, now my clan castle guys finally react. This is one thing I learned from this attack, was to move the clan castle a little bit closer to the middle. There's his healing spells, and his healing spells did pretty effective work. They didn't necessarily help him take down the defenses too much more. I think between the wizard tower and the clan castle troops, he's pretty much shot his wad. But he got the elixir storage, and he started pinging away at the gold storage and got quite a bit out of there as well. Of course, there's 500,000 in that storage, so it isn't too hard to pull out 50,000. But he ends up with 50,000 silver, 90,000 elixir. I think our base did really well. We only lost the mortar. We still had splash damage defense in the end. He definitely didn't overwhelm us. If he overwhelmed us, you can see what we would have lost. We would have lost 152,000 more gold than we had. I think that this base has done really, really well. It did encourage his barbarians to remember the replay to go around the edges of the map, and the bombs took them out all along here. So it split up their attacking force and didn't all allow them to go into the center, where if it had, or he had destroyed the outer buildings first and had all the barbarians going in to the center, could have been quite different story. All right, welcome back. We've had an interesting event. We had an attack on our base, and we're going to review that attack. This was really quite an interesting one at that. So it's not Lego Dennis, this is my attacks. You can see I've been going out and getting some resources there. This defense log is really interesting, from YWLCY from China. And this is another guy who threw everything, including the kitchen sink, at us. Not as much as the prior guy. The prior guy was successful. This guy was not. This is a really prime example of people just bouncing their stuff off against our base. Let's visit this guy really quick. He has a Townhall level 6, pretty nice maxed base. The guy, he knows what he's doing, you would think. Everything's well maxed. I mean, this is a tough base. I wouldn't want to attack it. and he's level 38. But let's take a look at his attack on our base, and away we go. Alright, so he comes in from the left and does a single barb to see if I have clan castle troops. It's really smart. So he uses some more barbs to kind of string him out a little bit, and then he starts coming in for the attack. So that was really smart, you know. I forget to do that far too often. He lured all my clan castle troops out before he decided to do his main attack. So that takes care of my clan castle troops. Now it's his next move. So what are we going to do? Here we come. Looks like about 5, 6, maybe 7 giants. He drops in the healer behind him. They're taking on the air defense. That was a really dumb move because the healer lasted about 3 seconds. You don't put a healer in right in front of an air defense before the air defense is down. It just basically made his healer very nullified it basically. And here comes the spring trap. Bye bye giants. Now he's like, wait a second, all my giants are gone. I had a healer and now I need to put in more. So there's 4 more that come in to take out that cannon. He dropped a heal spell there because obviously I took down his healer by his own kind of stupid move. The bombs are doing the number on the goblins over here to the right. Watch this, I have 2 bombs there. Bye bye goblins. Yeah. So he does break into the center section. His giants are going after my thing, but what happened here is he just decided to give up. 1 healer, 13 giants, 7 archers, 9 barbarians, wall breakers, and a heal spell, and 19. I mean, when I took out his 19 goblins, it must have been the final straw to him. You know, I guess to his credit, he didn't continue to throw good troops after a bad situation. But yeah, again, really happy with the performance of this base. This guy made some rookie mistakes, but he had a lot of equipment with him, and it could have been different. Those bombs definitely did a number on his troops, but fun time. So he could have gotten 171,000 gold and 85,000 elixir, and he ended up with a couple thousand elixir, which didn't even pay for barely his archers. Really, his archers and his barbarians, that might have covered that, but that's about it. So yeah, very happy. We're about to go Townhall 7, or no, 6. I think this is going to be our last attack that we're going to be able to review on this base. But I wanted to get that in and get that recorded for the episode. So hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you look forward to our Townhall level 6. We're going to be doing some features on that. Hopefully some more attacks, more offensive stuff. But this was nice. So you all take care, and thanks for your support.